Hey y'all, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. For today we are talking about my top contours for deep and dark skin. Now, I feel like the words deep and dark, just depending on whatever brand it is, everyone has different theories for deep and dark. Whenever I think of dark, I think of my skin, dark skin, and then anyone that is deep would be darker than I am. That's just how I kind of reference it in my video. Wanted to throw that out there just so that way no one gets confused. I've had quite a few people tell me I'm not dark skinned, and it's just subjective. Everyone has different theories of, I guess, what is dark skin, what's deep skin. Basically, we're talking about black women with deep, dark, brown skin, okay? All right, so the first one that I am going to show you, you guys already know. Oh, and we're doing swatches. The swatches are going to be on my bare skin so that you can see them. The first one, y'all already know, Natasha Denona Sculpting Powder. The first three are actually going to be ones that I use on myself. Then the last two are going to be the ones that I use on clients that have deep skin that is deeper than mine. All right, so Natasha Denona Contour Sculpting Powder. Unfortunately, this is the deepest shade, but this is in shade 05 Deep. I love this. This probably has to be the smoothest contour powder I have ever used. Some contour powders, they can be kind of muddy, they can skip, they can be a little bit challenging to blend out. This one, I love. It glides on the skin and I love the undertone of it. I feel like contour shades, and this is going to be very dependent on your undertone. Please keep in mind that everyone's undertone is different. So how something looks on me might not look the same on you just due to our undertones. I have more of a golden undertone. You guys can see in my chest, my face here, very, very warm golden. I'm not someone that has a red undertone. So if you maybe you're the same shade as me, but maybe you have a neutral or a little bit more red in your skin tone, please keep in mind that it might look a little bit different on you. But I love the shade of this. It's not too warm to the fact where it pulls red, but it's also not too cool to the point that I feel like it looks a little muddy on my skin. This is beautiful. This next one, this is what I would use for my cream contouring. This is the ABH Stick Foundation in the shade Earth. They came out with these stick foundations, maybe 4 years ago. I feel like they didn't get the best review. I know for me, when I bought a shade for my foundation, I wasn't the biggest fan of it. However, I did like Earth. Earth is what I used for cream contour. Again, it's deep enough. It's not too red and it's not too cool, but I will say with this, I know they formulated these for oilier skin. If you have dry skin and you try this, you're gonna have a hard time blending it out. Sometimes what I will have to do is just kind of spray my sponge or even wet it a little bit to make sure I get a little bit of an easier blend. But if you have oily skin and you're my shade and you're looking for a cream contour, you can try this one. Or the next one, which is brand new to my collection. I'm loving it, and you probably already guessed it, the Fenty Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Bronzer. Now, I know this is marketed as a bronzer, but for me and my skin tone, I feel like it just doesn't look like a bronzer on me. I have it on my face today. To me, it looks like a very, very nice, soft, and subtle cream contour, and I am here for it. This blends out effortlessly. I feel like cream contours can be tricky, you guys. Like I said, sometimes they can just be really, really hard to blend out. This, get yourself a damp sponge, put it on, it blends, it sinks into the skin. It looks beautiful. So highly recommend this one, and I am in the shade Chocolate. Now, the next two products that I have, these are products that I use on my clients from my client kit, on anyone that has deeper skin than me. And that first palette is going to be the Sephora Pro-face Palette in the shade Deep. I feel like if you are deep skin, darker than me, this palette is for you. And the reason why I say that is because Sephora did an excellent job with this palette. It is heavily saturated enough for deep skin. I feel like that is the problem with a lot of products these days that are on the market. When you're working with deeper complexions, you better make sure that it is saturated enough so that way it looks nice and vibrant and beautiful on deeper skin tones. all of these blushes, all of these highlighters, this contour shade right here. If I'm working on someone with deep skin, this is what I will use. This is too deep for me. When I put this on, you will see it on my face. It is way too deep, so therefore I don't use it on me. If I do use this palette on myself, I'll normally, if I want to use this, I have to mix these two together, more so with this and this, and it'll be more so of a bronzer. But all of these shades I have used on my deep clients, and it looks beautiful. I love this shade. I love the highlighters. Just everything about this palette is stunning. If you are deeper than me, deeper skin tone, this will be beautiful. And then the last shade that I have here, now mine are all broken down because I made a palette, so I don't have it in its stick form. That's going to be the Black Opal True Complexion Foundation Sticks, and this particular shade right here, this is in the shade Ebony Brown. Oh my goodness. So these come in so much handy on my deeper clients, and they have dry skin. Man, I love how this looks. This is the shade that I use for contouring, but I also have a bunch of other shades here too. I'll show you all the shades that I have because I'm sure a lot of y'all are probably curious. Like I said, I took the stick foundations and I just broke them down in the palette for me because this is for my client kit. I love this Ebony Brown for contouring. I love the tone. I love how it glides on the skin. It is a tish warm, but on deep skin, it's okay. It doesn't pull too warm. On me, this is way too deep. It would not work. But again, if you have deeper skin, this is a great option for you. I definitely want to try the Minted Stick foundations, not because I want to use it as foundation. I know it's more so geared towards drier skin, but I would be curious to try it as a contour. So down below, if you have any other suggestions for contour shades you'd like for me to try, let me know. Also, my Master Your Face virtual makeup lessons are live. It is a one-on-one makeup session with me. I will leave that link down below if you're interested and you would like to book your session with me. All right, guys, so I hope everyone is doing well. You know the deal. Keep it simple, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.